Hey kids, this is Khalil. Let's play Doom. This is Beat.
Ah, damn it again. Did it again.
Let's play DoomRL. Steve is busy. He's got a whole bunch of work going on, so we're gonna record a couple videos with someone else this time. So, also it's been ages since I watched this video, so I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay. Well, I'm watching this. This entire screen just turned white, and I guess you're the.
We're the @ symbol.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I was talking with Beat a little bit about roguelikes earlier, and he has not really gotten into them like at all. But you know what the Doom games are, totally.
Yeah, Doom games are great. I guess this is like Doom from a top-down perspective, sort of.
Yeah, sorta. And also, kinda sorta turn-based, but it does a lot to preserve the whole action game things. Like, you can dodge moves by moving to side even though it's turn-based. That sort of thing.
How turn-based are we talking here? Like, do things like only move when you move, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every single key press you do that it interacts with the game world is something that gives them a chance to move. Like reloading and all that. And there's a speed system, but I don't even understand it, so I'm not gonna bother explaining.
So like, we're the @ symbol.
Mm-hmm.
What are the yellow things?
The yellow things are, well, anything that's marked by the carrot or whatever it is, like the yellow things, those are power-ups. The yellow ones are armor. But our armor is in pretty good condition, so I'm not going to go for those right now. I mean, maybe I will just for the sake of not wasting it, but I don't know. It's not really that important.
Alright, and what are the like things we need to shoot, or you need to shoot, I should say?
Anything represented by a letter is a demon or a possessed human or something to that effect, and it will try to kill us, and we need to kill it right back. Like that guy. We shot him.
I gotta say, this is like seriously confusing me. I mean, I'm sure like somebody who plays roguelikes all the time would have no trouble making sense of all this, but to me, I just see like a jumbled mess of ASCII symbols, and that was pretty rad right there. Okay, I like that bit with like the gigantic like blood stream, like transition.
Anyway, this is the special level, the wall. So named because there's a giant wall there, and we're gonna use our rocket launcher to bust through it.
Is that what the green X is?
The green X is where we're aiming our current weapon, and the explosions of the rockets. Like so.
So that's how like the turn-based comes into play. You actually get to choose where your weapon goes and then fired.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And then they'll.
I'm starting to see the appeal of this. This is actually a very neat like idea.
This is also one of the. A lot more friendly than most roguelikes are to get into. I mean, it will still kill you like most roguelikes do later on, but it's better than most. And now we're getting way too close to the Hell Knights to use the rocket launcher, so I'm switching to the shotgun.
Ah, okay.
And then I'll probably... Okay, yeah, that's kind of scary right there. Good ideas! Fortunately, we're overhealed, our armor is great. I'm gonna try the chain gun now.
I like chain guns. I like them very much. Now, who made this game? Was this like another like fan-made endeavor, or what?
I believe this one was made by, I think actually the guys who run Chaos Forge, if you've heard of that.
Doesn't ring a bell, sorry.
I think it's this source code hosting place. It has a bunch of different things. It's pretty neat, but they're the people who made this game, I think. And they've watched my videos before, so if I got it wrong, I am so sorry, you guys. Your game is awesome.
Oh, I'm sure they'd forgive you.
But yeah, our armor's taking a beating, but it's still holding up, mostly. Okay, now it isn't. Now we're kind of screwed. I'm gonna probably have to use a med pack or retreat. Our armor's gone, but we hit level 6.
Oh, so it's our level ups. It's not just like
Yeah, and you get different traits. Like the one we just got, WizKid, lets us apply more than one mod to a given thing. There's also ones for dodging, for reloading faster, for doing more damage. You know.
You are speaking in Latin, as far as I'm concerned. Pretty cool, though. I mean, well, this is not the sort of game I would play under pretty much any circumstances, but it is the sort of game I would, I guess, respect. It's very unique. There's not anything, I haven't seen anything like this before, ever, really in my life. This is very different. And it's hard not to like appreciate that.
It
That
really.
said, I don't think I would ever go out of my way to actually play it. Okay, what are you doing now? We like went to the secret area.
We're looting rockets. We got ourselves an upgraded rocket launcher. And we're gonna get this thing over here that we didn't get the last time we went to the wall, but it's generally awesome, and if you can get through the wall, take it as soon as you can. The backpack.
Ooh, what's the backpack do?
Well, first let's check our inventory. See all the ammo we have, how our 10mm is capped at 100 and so forth. Pick up the backpack. Now it's capped at 140.
Cool.
So it increases the amount of ammo we can carry, which is always something nice to have. Especially for the early part of this game, before we get the ammo chain trait.
So you can like return to this level. I guess I'm wondering how the game is structured. You can return to this level whenever you want, or
No, the game, you always have to go down. There's no upstairs like there are in other roguelikes. You're trying to get to the very bottom floor to where the cyber demon is, obviously to shoot him. Or maybe nuke him, you know, as your inclination goes.
in one way or another, make sure he no longer exists.
Yes.
I like this plan.
Now we're running low on armor, just in general. I don't like this.
You're probably gonna die. Which I suppose is the point.
We might not. We have a lot of ammo, and we have some very powerful weapons, including the upgraded rocket launcher, so if we strike first, we will probably survive, but that requires striking first, which is kind of tricky. I mean, sometimes enemies will react before you when they get into view, and they'll blast you with something nasty. So far, it doesn't seem like there's much of anything challenging on here. Worst we've got is those former captains who have chain guns like us, I think. And there's also the imps that shoot fireballs, and yeah.
Doom's always been this, I don't know, this weird thing where like you have zombies, but you also have super monsters, and I don't know. I don't really understand the Doom mythos, if there's indeed a mythos at all.
I don't think they really tried too hard to actually make there be a coherent backstory. It's just, you're a space marine on the moon of Mars. There are demons there. Shoot they dead.
Yep. Make those to killing. Be the murder guy.
If there's a chainsaw you gotta use, then, you know, chainsaw some dudes.
I did see the Doom movie like years ago. That was kind of hilarious. Really bad, but still hilarious. I don't know, was I like the only person who saw it? I get the impression I might have been.
I haven't seen it. Maybe Stiv has. Stiv? I still don't know how to pronounce his name. It lends itself to being Stiv, but he says it's Steve, so yeah.
I don't know. I make it a point to mispronounce as many things as I possibly can. So we're playing DoomRL as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Alright.
We exploded really hard.
Did we just die?
We are 4% health. One more hit and we're toast.
That is pretty dead.
Yeah, what happened there was, as you saw, we were standing right between two barrels when the last enemy on the floor, a sergeant, saw us and shotgunned us.
And barrels explode in this game just like in the real game.
They do, and you can use that to your advantage if you're careful. I wasn't.
So I'm guessing like the red squares are squares where you killed something.
Yeah, generally red squares are either bloodstone, which you find in the later areas, or they're just blood or guts. Blood and or guts.
Basically dead bits.
Yep.
Neato. I don't know. What is the, like I guess there's some,
Oh
I
man.
guess there's not, what? What's on my...
There's a mod. A mod that I would probably like, a power mod, right behind an exploding barrel, and the barrel will take out the mod if I blow it up.
So how do you get to it then?
Well, I can try exploding the wall on the other side and hope that the explosion doesn't destroy the power mod, and that's basically it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm probably not going to try that right now.
I see.
It has been ages since I actually, you know, have played this game or watched this video because I've been busy with other LPs, like... Megamari, yeah. And then also the Killer 7 one on Talking Time, but yeah.
Megamari struck me as interesting simply because it was so ambitious in its own way for like a fan project. I guess this like is the same sort of thing, a very ambitious creation that will
roguelikes and have only just heard of Doom and you're like, hey, let's just play this. Because this is a very friendly game as far as roguelikes go, actually.
The general consensus, at least to my knowledge, seems to be that roguelikes treat friendship very callously, to put it mildly.
Well,
they aren't fans of the whole fun thing.
Well, they have a number of things that, you know, would be really kind of frightening to new players, like the whole permadeath thing. If your character dies, then you don't get to load him from a previous save. The idea behind that, of course, is that each time you play through, you have to take each situation that could potentially kill you and be like, okay, how can I get through this, and if I die, what will I learn about how I died to prevent it from happening next time?
I see.
Sort of taking a whole learning experience to the whole you're going to die thing. And, I don't know, I like that kinda, but I imagine a lot of people might be upset. Anyway, let's see if we got that mod. No! It was exploded.
Shame. Poor mod.
I would have liked it, but, you know.
I don't know. Are like all roguelikes done presented in this extremely minimalist style, or is this just a or like are there roguelikes with modern graphics or what?
There are roguelikes with very, very impressive graphics actually. Like there was this one on the PS2, Baroque, that had graphics that you'd find on par with like the Persona games, I guess would be a great example. In fact, I think it was developed by Atlas, so there you go.
I think my brother actually bought that one for the Wii.
Yeah, that's where I have mine actually.
I'll be honest, he played it like for 5 minutes and said, yeah, never again.
Acid everywhere.
Seems like something just happened there.
Yeah, we exploded like 5 acid barrels.
Are we near death?
No, we're pretty good actually. I mean, we only have the weakest armor type, but we have a lot of health, so we should be okay. If we're careful. But yeah, roguelikes, not for everyone. And even the friendliest ones, like... Actually, if I can think of a roguelike that would be friendly, it would be the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, probably.
I've heard of those.
The early parts are very forgiving. You have more than one character at all times, and the enemies generally don't pose too much of a threat. Later on, though, they get just downright mean. I have still not completed the endgame on a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. But early on, they're very forgiving games. So really, it just depends on the presentation of the roguelike. Most of the ones that most people think of when you say roguelike, like NetHack or Angband or Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, those are pretty, you know, difficult roguelikes. But then there are those like Desktop Dungeons and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that are actually really friendly.
All this like Doom talk makes me like think of Duke Nukem Forever. As weird as that is.
I've heard mixed things about that game.
I'm clinging. When it first was like announced it was actually getting released, I told everybody, hell yes, I'm buying that day one. But now that it comes time to put $60 down the table for it, I am finding moments of hesitance.
Yeah, I can't say I blame you.
Yeah, well, on one hand, it is indeed Duke Nukem Forever, and I do totally want to try that, but I'm not sure I can justify the purchase at the moment.
Yeah, I'd wait.
I don't know, wait till it drops down to like $35, then buy the legendary game that actually exists after so many years.
Yeah. I wonder if this game was made during that time.
It probably was. I mean, your window is like from 96 to today.
It's still being developed, actually. They released the new version a little while ago. But anyway, looks like we're running out of time here, so we'll probably wrap this up soon.
Makes sense to me.
And also, you notice we're teal now. That's because we made the tactical armor, which is going to regenerate and make us go really fast. But anyway, I'm Kalir.
I'm Beat.
This has been Let's Play DoomRL. Next time, the Halls of Carnage.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Later.
See ya.